Since the times of the Roman Empire, music started out as European music because of Christianity. From then on, musicians and inventors have developed different outcomes of music. During the 16th and 17th centuries, different concertos and symphonies have graced many famous opera halls with many rich and intriguing sounds that have made old school artists very well known, even in today's society. Artists like Mozart and Beethoven have been remembered purely because of their music. Nearing the end of the 19th century, Thomas Edison invented the phonograph, which allowed voices to be recorded through the movement of paper tape. This, when played faster, resembled spoken words. In 1925, a brand new music video technique came out called the bouncing ball. This was purely to entertain audiences in the cinema and to also keep them on track to sing along with the lyrics. Did you know that during the Second World War there was an invention called the bouncing bomb? It had the same animated effect that the bouncing ball had, one version to entertain and another to horrify. A music video is a piece of visual media used to promote a single, album or band. It's there to entertain and set a meaning for the song. A typical music video is 3 to 4 minutes long and usually contains live performances or narratives and other visual imagery. There are several different elements that can be included in a music video, and some videos may use more than others. The first element of performance. These often contain live performances with shots of the artists and the audience. Dance performers are sometimes used as well. Some videos may also be considered to be an example of a spectacle. This is where the artists make a direct eye contact with the viewer. In the case of men, this tends to involve a look of a character as if they are singing to their fans. Women, however, tend to use a voyeuristic gaze and are often posed in very sexual ways. This is to appeal to the male members of the audience and to present themselves as an object of male desire. The next type of music video is narrative. These videos often tell a story which usually relates to the lyrics of the song. An artist might also decide not to feature people in their music video at all and have one as strictly made up graphics of animation. Intertextuality is also popular with music videos. This is when an artist takes something from another aspect of media, for example, a film or even a music video, and puts it into theirs. Thematic videos are music videos that follow a certain theme, usually depending on the genre of the music. For example, heavy metal artists tend to perform dominated clips in their videos. Females, on the other hand, are more likely to use dance performers. MTV first aired on August 1st, 1981. The idea of MTV was created by an American businessman, Robert Warren Pittman. Pittman broke rules and went where no one else ever had. He was a very creative entrepreneur who invented a different and unique TV channel and in the end inspired a whole new generation. MTV is currently the largest television channel of its kind and reaches about 264 million households in 140 countries. Though it started in New York, it's now available almost anywhere in the world. It provides entertainment for people aging 12 to 24. Though it started out as a small channel, nobody thought it would survive. MTV has changed the way we think about music. When it aired in 1981, the first thing people heard was the voice of co-creator John Lach, who said these words, "Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll." Then after those words, shortly after, MTV played the first music video, which was Video Killed the Radio Star, performed by the Bugles. Here is some MTV fun facts. When MTV got started, it used to play rock music more than any type of music and used to help bands get inspired. Now, while they used to play rock music, a lot of black artists used to feel snubbed. So, in 1983, MTV changed the rules and played Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, and it made the channel take off in a new direction, which made other artists start getting played more, such as Lionel Richie. Then in the 2000s, MTV hardly played music videos and started doing more reality programs such as The Osbournes and Jersey Shore.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
The first music video ever made was known as the Dickinson Experimental Sound Film. This short film was a test for Edison's Kintophone project, the first attempt in history to record sound, a moving image and synchronization. MTV saw many changes in music videos, new dance moves, as well as the popularity of jazz characterized. Famous jazz icons were starting to make Vitaphone music shorts. Jazz bands such as the Ingenuines with their 1928 single, The Band Beautiful, in these blues. This is a two-reel short film and stars female blues singer Bessie Smith. This sound clip featured Smith in an African-American speakeasy of the Prohibition era. Bessie Smith was one of the most female blues singers of the 1920s and 30s. The 1940s were the decade of the crooner. Such household names such as Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra and Perry Como all made a very good living in this decade. The jazz legends such as the brilliant Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong dominated the jazz scene. Time was the Duke Ellington and his orchestra performing Sea Jam Blues. In a recording known as the Jam Session, the video features Duke Ellington at the piano along with Barry Bigard, Sonny Greer, Ray Nance, Joe Tricky, Sam Nanton, Rex Stewart and Ben. Artists such as Elvis Presley were making hits after hits. Artists such as Johnny Cash were becoming adored, making music videos such as Jailhouse Rock and Bruce Ray Cheese, which personally I believe added to its success. Music videos were starting to become more experimental in order to keep up with the decade. Beatles and Bob Dylan. The 1970s created a perfect musical bridge for the rebelliousness of the 1960s and the happy songs that are characterized in the 1980s. Following the music videos such as Imagine by John Lennon, Let It Be by the Beatles, Heart of Gold by Neil Young were starting to make an impact. The 80s was the decade of disco. Clothes, style and films were changing. Bands such as Queen, Daft Punk and a-ha. Videos were changing such as Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody and a-ha Take On Me. In the 90s, with the Beastie Boys such as Sabotage, in the 2000s, indie was making its name on the chart with artists such as The Arctic Monkeys, Vampire Weekend, and Busted. All these bands were starting to make fascinating and interesting music videos to grab the people's attention. People have never seen a style such as these. Music videos to me still manage to develop and still be creative and will still continue to amaze and fascinate the public for as long as there is a camera.